iPALS examinations.
I would like to just leave a short message with you. I'm a teacher educator and language is my area. So we constantly tell our teachers about these 4 words. So I will share them with you. It's important for you to know as parent also, right? So one is, we talk about language fluency. You heard Dr. Kidney also using that word. Language fluency. The institute is trying to develop language fluency. There is something called language accuracy also. Some of us, parents, focus on the wrong. We think we need to focus on language accuracy. Not so. Language is used for communication purposes, to be able to communicate with each other. So even if I use 2 words, if I just use 2 words, hum, sit, 2 words. It's not a complete sentence. It's grammatically, some people will call it incorrect. Right? But am I communicating my thoughts or my idea to the other person? Yes, it's 2 words. Who have not had enough practice in English tend to think in our mother tongue, Sinhala or Tamil or some other mother tongue. Then we translate that into English and then we speak. Right? We have all done it. Nobody is perfect. That is not the ideal way to use the language. We should aspire to think in the language. That's when fluency occurs. That doesn't mean that so when we say somebody is fluent in the language, right? Maybe example like speaking, doesn't mean they are very accurate. They are speaking 100% accurate. No. It just means that if they are having a conversation, they are immediately able to respond without translating in their mind. They are able to respond in English immediately. May not be grammatically accurate. So when you start learning a language, you must aspire to be fluent in the language. Accuracy comes later, with more practice. So I think this institute is going to do a wonderful job in the future, right? And all the students who have followed your program, it's like a stepping stone into all the other levels they can achieve. So this is, now there is something called language learning and language acquisition. Another 2 words. Have you observed some of our children when they watch Hindi films? What happens? Do we speak Hindi in Sri Lanka? Do we hear Hindi being spoken when we go to the shop, for example? No, it's not a language that's spoken. But if you take some of our youngsters, they can speak in complete sentences using the correct grammar and in the correct context. They can use the word and they'll be watching a film or they'll be able to carry on a short conversation with somebody in Hindi accurately. How did that happen? Nobody has taught them. They didn't go for Hindi tuition. We don't hear Hindi being spoken anywhere. So how have they acquired it? That is acquired. That is not learning. Learning is formally somebody teaches or learn from some source like a YouTube video or something where you're conscious that you're learning. Right now, all of us are conscious that you're listening to me. But when it happens unconscious, like when you're watching a Hindi film, you pick up lot of language, sentence structure, words, vocabulary, and also you learn how to use it in context because you're watching a scene happening in that film. Right? So, it's very easy to pick up the language. In our countries, we are very focused on learning the language. It's not very effective. Right? So, ideally, when you're learning a language, you should try to acquire it. So, to acquire the language, sitting in a classroom, it's not going to do you math. Good. Learn something. But you might not remember it, you might not be able to use it in context. So the best way is you expose yourself to maybe movies, you listen to material in English, to read material in English. So I think this institute is doing a wonderful job for your kids. This is the stepping stone, and I wish all the lovely little children here all the best, because once upon a time I was also a little person trying to improve my language skills, and over a period of time I'm still learning, got to learn, and it has got to a position at the university where I help teachers develop their English language teaching skills, which I enjoy a lot. Because we have to learn how to use AI in our classrooms. Students need to know how to make use of it, and even to self-study. Most of the material is in English. So you need to develop your reading skills, writing skills, listening skills, and speaking skills in order to move forward. So I wish you all the best. Thank you for inviting me for the invitation.